I don't know. Being black in America is hard right now.
We're missing 3 people. I just wish they was able to be here and experience this too. Because
but what happened to what happened to like one of them? Like, you know, do y'all know? Like,
two marches. I told him the only march I'm doing is March the 3rd, and that's my birthday.
This a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. And this a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it. And this a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it. And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it.
Okay, so Trey actually let me know that Ashley invited us to this picnic and said that it's going to be like, you know, I guess like wine and snacks or whatever. And I'm feeling like, okay, I am definitely with it because, you know, like what y'all don't know, like, you know, behind the scenes stuff, what y'all don't know, she recently sent like a group text message to like all of us, and it wasn't too friendly. And remind you, I haven't talked to her ever since that group text message, and it literally rubbed me the wrong way. So I was looking at it like maybe she wanted to do this meetup because she wanted to discuss about how she felt about certain things and things of that nature. Honestly, in a group message, like I can't tell you like verbatim, but the part that literally irritated me in the group message saying something about she was a bad bitch. And my thing is, when you say things like that, it makes it look like you're up here and I'm down here, and everybody, we're on the same level. So that didn't rub me the right way, but I was still going to come because I wanted to give her a chance to see why she actually sent that text message to all of us. I just wanted to know why. So anyway, when I pulled up with my cousin Trey, I felt the energy from a distance before I even got out the car. It just seemed a little stale. Like it was like I didn't feel the welcome energy, and I'm just like, okay, this is weird. But me being me, you know, at the end of the day, I'm always going to be corporate, and I'm going to, you know, just, you know, I'm going to put that smile on my face because my thing is, you know what she said in that text message, and I just want to know, are you going to bring it up? So when we got there, I was really surprised that Ashley didn't know any type of like direction of like where we was going, and it was like her idea to do the picnic. So we was just walking around trying to figure out where we was going. I was a little confused by that. Not a little confused, I was all the way confused. I was all the way confused by that. We finally found like a picnic area table or whatnot, and I'm thinking this is gonna be her time. She's gonna say why she sent that message to all of us and how she feels, and we're gonna talk about it. But honestly, I honestly felt like that meetup was like pointless in a sense because I didn't really get nothing. I didn't get none of that. Like she was talking about random stuff that was going on with her. She was on the phone the whole time as if she didn't want to. I don't know. She just seemed like she had other stuff going on, and I respect if you have other things going on. I'm fine with that. But like, if this was your idea and you invited me out, so now I'm here, and it's kind of just like, okay, we're just doing whatever. It's just a regular day. For all of that, I could have just had a regular date with my cousin. Like, so. But anyway, my thing, I just didn't understand. I thought she was going to just really speak her mind and just say things. And the reason why I didn't bring it up, because I am that person. I will let you have your time for you to bring up anything that's bothering you. I'm not even going to bring it up. I'm going to just let you get everything out. But once I feel like you don't bring nothing out, the next time I see you, I'm going to address it. Because I already gave you a chance to, because that text message, if y'all saw that text message, y'all be like, oh. And remind y'all, I know I said before, I like Ashley. I still do like Ashley, but that text message was just little, it was too much for me. It is what it is.
actually called me. You know, she sent a group message out to all of us, and you know, the message was saying some things that I thought was very inappropriate. And I feel like it was very unfair, and it wasn't, you know, it wasn't in her place to say something like that in the time frame. But at that moment, I'm just like, what just happened? Like, where did this come from? So yeah, it was pretty intense, and I was kind of thrown off a little bit, but then I had to remember, this is business. Let me handle it, you know, professionally. And even though I have my personal feelings towards that message, I still wanted to handle it, you know, in a professional manner. So after that, I basically responded, and you know, it was what it was at that point. And you know, it was already a little rocky because I'm wondering, like, okay, how is it gonna be next time with her? Like, am I gonna, you know, just keep this, you know, this business, or am I gonna bring it up professionally? So I decided, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it unless she wants to talk about it. Then we'll talk about it. But I just left it. So Ashley called me. She called me to talk about a couple of things that was going on with herself, and that was personal, whatever. Then she comes to tell me some other, you know, other stuff, and we got past that. Then she invites us out to a picnic. She's like, okay, so I'm thinking about going to this park, and she was like, I don't know what the park is, but I'm gonna send you the link. And we're gonna have, you know, some snacks, we're gonna have some wine, we're gonna, you know, just enjoy the day and talk and, you know, stuff like that. So I'm like, okay. So I'm automatically thinking, okay, she probably wants to, you know, rehash some things because we just talked about some things and had some, you know, misunderstandings and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, maybe she wants to address this. So I'm like, here we go, let's do this. I'm gonna handle this professionally and, you know, do what I can to, you know, make her happy because it seemed like she wasn't. So we get back there, we start speaking to Delequa first, which Delequa, she was a little, you know, on the edge at first. I didn't know what to expect because she was already with Ashley. And I know they're close as well. So I didn't really know what to expect when I was coming into the situation. But Delequa actually ended up being really cool. She was like, you know, understanding about a lot of things. We actually got to, you know, talk about some business together and all that. So I enjoyed Delequa's company. And then we got to Ashley, and she's on the phone the whole time since I got there and actually got out the car. She was on the phone the whole entire time. And I'm just like, we're just walking, just crossing the street, walking through the park, like, oh, okay, I guess we're gonna walk this way, like no direction at all or anything. And I'm just like, okay, this is your plan, Ashley, like, what's your plan? So I even suggested, like, once there's a little bar on the water or whatever, you know, because it looked like there was no real direction. So we eventually walk in, and she's like, okay, let's go over here to this table. So we're like, okay, we walk over. I'm sorry, it's just funny to me, but we walk over to the to this wooden bench table, whatever, and she's like, okay, let's sit here, guys. Let's sit here so we can eat and, you know, whatever. So we sit down at this bench, and we're just like, okay. I remember I kept looking over at my cousin Keem. I'm just like, okay, this might be the moment. Like, this might be when she finally bring it up. Okay, we can address this, we can get out the way. Every time, it wasn't it. And I'm just like, okay, I guess I already know I'm not bringing it up at all, period.
I like Ashley. I like her. She's funny. I think she's funny. She's sweet. I love it. You know me, I love everybody. Mm-hmm. So I'm all about positivity. But you know, one thing we have to learn in life is everyone has a perspective. Okay? There's always going to be one perspective, but one thing is everyone's going to have a different perspective. But at the end of the day, it's whatever. The truth is always, only one who knows the truth is God. Because he knows the hearts of people. So God knows what people's plans are, what they're going to do, what their intentions are, you know, and so that will always show in time. You know, so I try to give everybody respect, and I respect everybody's perspectives. Because again, whatever the truth is, it's going to always show itself. So that's how I feel. You know, it's all good. Personally, it was a long day for me. But we had a lot of fun. It was cute. Got to see Keem, got to see Trey. I got to see Ashley. She brought me a cute little bottle of wine. What was it, Woodbridge? It was cute. Celebrating the single. So it was cute.
We still have, but real quick, we still had one with him though. But what's it called? For our birthday, we're having a big event here. Well, not big because we don't want too many people there. But we're having an event down in Philly downtown. We're renting out a venue space, and yeah, we want y'all to come if y'all would like. Yeah, November 17th.
It's not November the 12th.
Hey.
No, it's November 17th.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'll be ready for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yes, exactly.
So we're going to have the party on November 13th, a couple days before. We have the same birthday.
After his birthday, I can't walk.
We might have a little sitting area for you up in the. We already know.
Oh yeah, it's a section at the top.
A little sitting area.
Oh God, Lord.
You know what? Delequa was there. Delequa, she looked nice like she usually do. She looked really nice. Her energy was good. When I pulled up, I felt like her energy wasn't right. But when I actually got with her face to face, it was alright. I don't know, y'all. Because I don't really know. So I just know after the fact, after they left, me and my cousin Trey, we talked about everything and just talked about everything that was going on, and I pretty much addressed it in that moment. Like, that's kind of weird that how she didn't bring it up. Like, I thought she was going to bring it up. And one thing about me, I can't act one way off camera and another way on camera. I'm literally the same person off camera and on camera, so I don't know how to be two different people. So that's literally how I felt. Like, it was like a whole nother person. Because it's like, I feel like certain people have like a lot of energy when they're not being filmed, but when they're being filmed, it's a whole nother person. And I don't fly with that. So anyway, that's how I feel. And then I'm cracking myself up. Yo, that's how I feel, honestly.
Well, I'm the kind of person that doesn't bite my tongue. So I felt like one message was one thing, and then someone else was saying another thing, and I was trying to figure out what was what, because prior to that, I had spoken to Scorpio, and he stated to me that Thursday would be the photo shoot, and Friday would be the Airbnb into Saturday. So that's what really made me send the message, is because he stated that to me, and I had went to Atlanta the week before that Monday, and I could have came back Friday, landed wherever the photo shoot was going to be, and then just caught the train back home. But the fact that I arrived back to Philly earlier than what I needed to, I was really upset about that, because I planned my calendar accordingly. And so I know everybody's an entrepreneur, everybody's doing their own thing. I wouldn't know, because we haven't had those conversations. Only person I had these conversations with was Delequa. And so I felt like, look, hey, let me tell y'all how I feel now, so y'all can know how I am. Only because I run a church, so I know about order. I know about timing. Am I always late? Of course. Am I late to church? No. Am I late because I need to know the time frame, when and where? Why? Not only that, I'm an on-call counselor. So people call me all day long. I might have to run to somebody that's trying to commit suicide. I might have to run to somebody whose boyfriend is beating them up and convince her not to stab him. I'm just that person. And some of these girls and people that I deal with don't want to deal with the cops. So I'm that spiritual advisor. I'm their access to God that says, look, don't do it. It's not worth it. And so I just wanted to express myself. I did not know that I would have offended anyone, but I curse. That's just it. That's one thing I'm not fully delivered from. I curse. That's a part of my vocabulary. Is it classy? Of course not. It's very chintzy, honey. Very chintzy. But that's a part of me. I was delivered from it. I never cursed, but now I'm cursing again. So when people hear curse words or I guess talking about myself, they think that you're offending them. So I didn't mean to offend anybody, but if the shoe fit, then wear it. So anyway, we got over that hurdle. So the reason why I didn't make it to DC is because I have a makeup artist, I have a hairstylist that does my hair. I could do my own makeup. I do my own makeup when I want to. But as far as my hairstylist, I said, hey, where's my hair? I gave you the hair, no wig. So then I said, you know what? I said, I'm still going to go because it's always emergencies. I said, I'm still going to go. Then I looked at the timing for the photo shoot and said, wait a minute, honey. 3 hours. The way that I'm set up, 3 hours was a very, very far distance for me to be driving my vehicle. And so he stated that he tried to find a ride for me, yada, 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 whoopsie-woo. I wouldn't have had to get a ride if the plans didn't change. I'm just not a fan. I'm a spontaneous person. But when it comes to stuff like that, I wasn't going to take a risk for my vehicle. Then I done burnt my vehicle out. And then my ride that I did have as a backup plan just opted out on me. Yeah, one of my players, my main player, my Arabic player, but God gonna deal with her. Anyway, we overcame all of that. They did the march or whatever and replacing me. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't do marches. I don't do marches.
You support the Black Lives Matter movement?
I don't do marches. I told him the only march I'm doing is March the 3rd, and that's my birthday. Now, do I support the marches? Of course. Of course I support it. You want to know why I don't march?
Why?
Because when I was 24, I was hit by a truck. And I was told I would never walk again. I was told I would never walk again. I was in the ICU for 7 days. Okay? Scorpio's boyfriend, which is my best friend, knows that. I have leg issues. Do I have them now? No, thank God. Glory to God. It's been a couple years. But what I'm not going to do is trigger anything. And so he was like, we're not going to walk. I guess y'all didn't walk the entire thing or whatever the case might have been.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just have not arrived. And I lost a lot of weight and still losing it, so I'm not going to take a risk. I'll sit on the sideline. Yes, it do matter. You check me out on Instagram, you'll see me with my George, shirt on. Black Lives Do Matter.
Today is the day I have my photo shoot. I've been working all season to get this photo shoot together. It's gonna be reality now.